4, 3, 2, 1. Smile. Okay. Thank you, Alicia. Okay. Today you can see a different motive. You didn't have anything to finish, but we have to go back to your missed requirements. And this one I'm presenting now is my post in Google Classroom. Are you all were able to see this in your end? Can you visit this? And hopefully all of you 13 students or 14. Who is okay? I have two accounts from Cyril Perez, right? Become 14. But our stream says that you have to use our Google form when you are about to submit your requirements. So using your Google form, explain all the things that you need. You can check it through your at your end, and I will check later the attendance who have not yet been here. So you can see this form looks like this. Make sure that you have this computer 8 and then version 1 revision 2. That's my version. Then you have to enter your email addresses, your valid email, your complete name, and then each activity you have to fill out the link from your Google documents. So you don't have to post the everything, but if you're able to make this accomplish using a PDF or a Microsoft Word, just copy the contents of that document to your Google documents. So later on, I can have a comment to it when you share this. So make sure that when you share it, I have access with it. So I would like you to try this one, have a dry run, and I will check what could be the limitation you'll be experiencing today. So you have your how many activities to come to fill up this? Only few. 1021A. This number code and letters correspond to the date and the number of activity per day. For example, you have 1021. It means supposed to be have to start this activity since October 21, and A is the part A. Okay, and it's about transcription of YouTube video using this format. And I will post the YouTube video, and here should be this one.
Share your screen po.
Oh, I haven't shared screen. I'm sorry, it's because I turned it off. Thank you for that. Who is who mentioned that for me? I should not turn it off. I always forget. Okay, I just put the link here. Together you can visit what's supposed to be did because some of you have missed this. Probably you were absent when we start this one. So I have to edit it so you can see what video I'm talking about. So by using this form, we have a centralized form that we can use for the rest of our second quarter, and even this I will also let you do the same way in the next grading period within this year. So you need to get used to it. I mean, you get be commonly acquainted with this. So whenever we finish the whole class in the last grading period, you are able to master how to do this. Okay, this is not the So each activity, I'll give you a 40 points perfect score, but it all depends on different factors like the one I've said previously about these four criteria: promptness, comprehension, competency, and accuracy or completeness. So what is that promptness? When you submit it early, you have a perfect score of 10. But also I have to check the content if you were able to understand what you need to do while you're doing that, and that's additional 10 points. And that's the comprehension. Competency is about how do you able to perform the task successfully as a result of skills developed from the previous activity or activities. Okay, and accuracy is the completedness or the degree of correct answers that you have performed in quiz or exam. So those four factors have 10 points each. That's why you have 40 points in each activity. So when you collect this, you have four activities. So you have a minimum of 160 plus the points you can get from the quiz. Okay, the quiz also is posted here. Okay, so you can visit it now. So you can see what you need to do accomplish this day. So I have this grading sheet of yours. Whenever you submit your activity here, this sheet will automatically create a checkbox under your name in horizontal name. Okay, so I will not be the one be checking your uh, submitted activities. But once I see the check here, I will go now to the form that you are able to fill up and check your documents one by one. Okay, and that's the time I can give you points whenever I have a chance to review your answers. So this one has no response yet, so I cannot check anything yet. So I want you to try this now, and actually this is a real thing. So once you submitted this one, I can see it in my end, then I will check and I can give you back your points, the grades. So whenever I give you grades, that's not yet final. You can change your answer here as long as this form is active. That's why you can have your points be upgraded. So I don't want to be everyone to be left behind. That's why you need to fill up this form most of the time. But make sure you have to use your valid email address so that you can once go back again and revise your answer if you like to, if you need to improve your grades. Okay? So with this, I can able to monitor who are able to pass or submit their requirements without even without the grades yet. Your grades is not shown here, but in my end, I have here. For example, today is November 4. Look at this. Uh, this one is linked to my record, but this is not yet my record. I cannot change any part of this. Even if I click this one, it's not. It doesn't change. But if I change something here in my grading sheet, it is connected there. For example, Toyota Hiroshi, he has no activity in October 29. But if I check it here, no, it has a formula already. So it means he has no score yet. If I put score in Hiroshi's grade, October 29, for example, just for example, I give Hiroshi a grade of any grade. If I complete all the four categories into his grade, supposed to be this one automatically be updated. And let's see how long before it be updated. And the spelling of Hiroshi is also capital I. I can change it here. And let's change that. So it takes time. So do not be hurry because it depends also on the speed of the internet. So right now, I guess Google has some hard time updating my records, so you have to refresh this.
Sir,
Yes, is that Duchess?
I'm Divine po,
Ah,
sir.
Divine, sorry.
Uh, does the check means that you have already passed po?
Oh yes. Actually today I'm still developing the link for in the report generated by this form. So this is how it goes. Our workflow from your Google Classroom. So you can check your link, go into this sheet and this form, and this from this form generate a report like this one. So here, I just click this one. So this is the report generated by the form. It's still empty, but whenever you enter your form and submit your activities here, your name will appear here. And that's the time I can able to update my record sheet to give a link to this uh, report from the form, okay? So you just have to wait after this day. Your checkbox will be updated here. How come it's not updating? another one. Okay, look at this. It's changed by itself, right? I did not change it. So it automatically is update for a few seconds. Then it's there. Okay. So if you visit this sheet, you can see there's many check boxes and also the number of absences. I have still to update this. So you from the previous activities, some of you doesn't have any check yet. But once I see this uh, checkbox being generated, I can now check your individual score, and I will put score here in from October 22 to 29, and this is supposed to be October 21, and that's a 2 day span. Okay, from 21 to 22, then you have activity A and B. So just name it 1021, 1021B. Okay, then 1028, one activity. That's why this one. This is connected with each other. Then 1029, this is one, including the quiz. Some of you did not have the quiz yet, but only Hiroshi did not have it. Okay, I just have to take this off so you can see changes.
Sir, excuse me po. Have you seen my activities na po in Microsoft Teams?
And that's the reason I have a hard time checking all your activities, and I got dizzy when looking at your activities using your Teams. And I will check again your activity once you fill up this form. Okay? So if you did not see the checkbox, it means I haven't checked those activities yet. But using this form, and that's automatically linked to your report sheet, whenever I see a checkbox, that means that you already submitted something on that form. Okay? So whenever I see a checkbox, it's a time for me to check the contents of your document. Okay, do you understand? Is that clear? That's how will our workflow moves from this Google Classroom. I will post here the form, and then from the form you can fill up now your activity that you submit. Even if you did not submit everything, you can still submit it later. Just make sure that before you leave, you have to click submit button. So whenever you click this submit, your name will appear here in the report. Just put it closer here. Okay, look at this. Jerin Infantado submitted his or her activity. So I will just have to reference this link to your grading sheet. Excuse me. I'm always burping 10 times after the breakfast. And then I will update Jerin Infantado's link to the report. Okay, that's easy. I cannot. I can just update record. So Jerin Infantado was able to look at this. It's already updated, and I will check the report or responses if you're able to do that. Okay, one responses from Jerin Infantado. I can check individually. For example, I this one already fill up this, so you can put the score from the bottom up down. So Jerin, what is your score in this quiz? What is supposed to have a 25 points, and how many that you got? Jerin, can you hear me? So if you did not respond, I will check it in my end. That is how I check your activity using these quizzes report, administrative report.
Sir, I don't have a screenshot po. of my quiz. Pero, but I'm done with it, sir. I answered it.
Yes, I can see now. Jerin only got 13, so I can put score of 13 there. Okay, without even just make sure that you have uploaded the screenshot properly. So I just put 13 as your score there, and I haven't released it. And then I will check now your document on the file types and extension, and it's good. Are able to access it. There's additional points for your grade, and this is just a summary. Did you follow the instruction? So you just have to put summary. Okay. Okay, I have to modify this. Just change it immediately without even resubmitting your form. Okay. That's easy. How do you use the Google document, and it's fast and efficient. And what is this? Summary. So just have to put summary. Good. Infantado have a perfect 10 points for uh, submitting the link early. Okay. So just add more summary, and then that's it. You can see in my end, once Jerin Infantado changed this, this is automatically be changed also. Okay, that's easy, but that will not be a deduction in you because it also need to approve my form from now. So go back to the giving your grades for your activity. So if I check your file, everything is good, looks good, and just have to separate this in another. Look at this, giving me a commenter can have a, I can modify, and can I suggest some modification in your document, or I can give comment with this. For example, you miss one letter like that, to make it bold, I can make it for you. So I cannot change anything from you, but I can suggest something in your document. That's the advantage of having a Google document online or any online. But for now, we're just using Google Document. It's fast. Unlike Microsoft, I also tried Microsoft Windows and Microsoft Office before. I like those because of the features of PowerPoint presentation. But for Google Documents, it's faster and more reliable. I mean, more efficient, and uh, especially most of us are using Android phones that is connected with your Google account. So I like to use Google Documents, especially for those who are using uh, mobile devices and have no computer yet. Okay, you can highlight some more. Okay, like this one, type extension. You can make it bold to make easily seen in your summary. Okay, this is just one of the example I can make to your uh, documents whenever you share it in Google Docs. So I can recommend some of these modifications to make it more easily read and make your summary more pleasing. So you can understand how to. You can also try to highlight some part of it, like those. Anyway, you have this one. You can make highlight different with using different colors like that. Okay, just this is as my just suggestion. So Jerin, can you change your name from file type extension into summary? I just updated also my form. Okay, so but now I can give you a perfect score for submitting this as now early. Oh, this is summary and this is transcription. What I'm looking at? Oh, okay, this is not Jerin. There is. So now you change your file into Microsoft Teams chat. So I don't like it. What is this? Okay. These are only few. This is your summary. So this is not supposed to be here. So I can give comment whenever you submit it. And if I get it back to you. You can see your scores. And if you see some I did not put the scores, that it means you need to improve your document further. So you see here that you use your same link. So I cannot accept this transcription with no points, and then still use just use comment, use Google document to share the link. Okay, so still have no points, you cannot improve that, but this one is good. But you have to correct again the file name. Jareen, are you listening? So this is just an example for you to work on. So later on you can improve how will you submit your activities every meeting. I guess I have experiencing some internet problem now. Oh, I haven't saved it. So I go back again to the question. Then containing summary. So summary file type extension. Okay, you have to change this using a word summary so I can see immediately what kind of file you are submitting. So be observant that I'm using underscore and spaces. So I use underscore for a group of names like this one. These are just one group of names, summary files and folders. Space and then complete name with underscore in between, and then comp08 with underscore in between, but additional space for date. Okay, this is how I group my names. So you have to adhere for that. When you get used to it, you'll be fine and we'll be ready to skyrocket to the new technology that we'll be dealing. So we have to organize everything from the beginning and make sure that we have accomplished this as early as possible. Okay, so we can see some glitches also, and you have to improve from that. That's how our technology is improved, by having a feedback from time to time. That's why when you have experiencing some problems, I want you to give me feedback as soon as possible. So for me to check everything and then have a correction on anything that I have done before. So now I can say this file of Jereen is very good. So I can give already her grades for this particular activity. Okay. Oh, so using Google Documents is good, but look at this file name. This is a 1 point deduction. And what else? Files and folders. So you can make this correct with S. Has value from you. From you. So okay, this is good. Is this all or your summary? I guess this is still incomplete. So I can make a comment there. Summarize, order more. Check some correction I made. This is how we interact with each other and improve your work later. Using this form, I can give an individual feedback, and once I give you grades for it, then okay, which one the file looks good? See this one? So it's easier for me to check and make comments with your document. It's easier for you also to submit. This is good. I gave you a perfect score for this one. So I give you 40, not 1, 40. Okay, save it. And once I able to check your score, I can release your score and you can receive an email. You may visit the form again and update your Google document and the form, particularly the link from Microsoft OneDrive document. Okay, then send mails and release. Once I click this one, Jareen will receive an email from me, all the messages I gave in. Also, you can visit the form after that. So you can visit this form as many as possible, as long as you improve all your activities there. So make your score better. Even in the score of Jareen in this quiz, you can improve it by trying again the same link. Because you're using the link, I found out that you only have 13 points. So if you try this again and able to say to me in Microsoft Teams, yes sir, I updated my form, then that's the time I will check again your form. And if you see, if I can see some improvement in your score and quiz, then I will update your score here. For example, you gain some 20 points, so I have to update 20 points here, so that your score will be upgraded also. Okay? They already released it, then you have to check it. Then that time I will check again all of your form one by one using this form. It's easier for me to track down everything instead of using Microsoft Teams. Anyway, it's a good experience also for us. What are the advantages of using different platform now? Before using Microsoft Teams, you were before using email addresses, but now you'll be using this form now. Okay. So any questions so far? So once you submit all of those, your report sheet should be also be updated. You're having this one, but I haven't gave Jareen a score grades yet. So whenever I finish giving you a grade, you can see in this column the November 4, and I can put here graded. If I put graded here, type it in my grading sheet, you can see the word. This one graded immediately reflected there. So this is just a replica, a front page from your grading sheet. But in my grading sheet, they have so many details I can put on. Once I give grades to, for example, Jareen Infantado, with her points, like how many points you got? Uh, 53. So I'm not satisfied with it. So I will not put any grades yet. But if if Jareen does not respond after a week, then I will put the grade of her. What is that? 53 on her grading sheet. For example, I put grades of Jareen Infantado as 53, and then the checkbox will appear in her list. Okay, this one automatically appears. I'm not clicking that. It automatically linked to my school record. Okay, but for now, let me uncheck this. So this is the time for me to check again her score. Okay, with the use of this Google Sheet also. Now I have a record on what activity I need to check and what are those had been checked and already been graded. Okay, so it's a little bit complicated for you now, but this is how our work will be done. So if any one of you be asking, how did I get this grade? Because you did not improve your grades, I give you a chance to improve you using this form, even your score in your quiz. You can try as many, I guess, 5 times in your quiz until you improve your answer here. It's not a quiz actually for making you suffer, but this is a quiz for me to let you, and for me to understand your position, if you understand the lesson or not, if you reviewed your lesson or not, and also you can check also yourself if you really was able to pass the future exam, okay, using this quiz. So once you improve and you have memorized some of these terms and terminologies and vocabulary words, then this is the time you can go forward and pass the exam and learn many things ahead. Okay, everyone's clear? Let me know if you have some question now in our chat box. Wala po akong SS. What do you mean by SS? What is SS? Wala po ako sa nung una ko pong sinagutan. It's okay. As long as you try to improve your quiz score, then it's good. Okay, wala kang sinagutan. It's okay. Just do whatever you need to do with this form now. So whatever you have accomplished, I will update your score or your grade here. And then today I've seen Divine Lay was able to submit her form. So let me check. This is not her. Oh, yeah. So, for example, you use the Microsoft Google Microsoft OneDrive. So I want you to update this. So make sure that because using Microsoft, I cannot give any comment on your document. So transfer the contents of your Microsoft Word into our Google document. Okay. So I guess this also looks a little bit short. Uh, be the summary. Copy and paste the content into Google document and share the link with me as commenter. So every step is very important. So when all of you get used to it, this will be our official way of meeting all your requirements. So I will not give grades yet for this one. And this one also, let me check now. This is how I will check your work. So, so it's the same. It's the summary. Okay, somebody's coming in. Stevan, why you're late? So I'll put you late in your attendance later. You can do it now, so I will not forget.
Sir, he is grade 7 po.
Oh, sorry, Steven. I have to. Did he come out now?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for updating me. Yeah, somehow our schedule got so confusing because we switched our schedule from 8 supposed to be to tomorrow, and then you have a first hour to be computer 7, grade 7, right? So I'm also get confused sometimes. It's okay. We are humans. We get always confused. We are not computers. Rika Granada is grade 8 or 9? Oh, I'm getting confused. Not time yet. Okay, I just have to deny everyone. Okay, this I'm showing you. Make this one in summary. Okay, I want you to finish this the whole day. Oh, yeah. So just save this. Save. Not to forget to save it. Forgot the name. now. Mhm. Okay, and let me see this. Oh, okay. I can give a comment. Try again and improve your score. So I'll not give any grade, but I have to save it and release score so Divine can receive my email and read my messages. Okay, so this is how it goes. So in practice using this form, and we only have 4 minutes left. Our timer will only say only 1 up. Okay. Yes, have a group picture because some of you just arrived late, so you can see who were late and who were absent. Let's have a group picture for the last moment, for the time remaining. Okay, count of 5, 4. Everyone, turn on your camera now, please. 2, 1, 0. Free. Smile. Where are the others? Okay, I gave additional points who are returning the camera for your character grades. Bye bye. See you tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, finish the form today. Okay. Time's up. Oh, good. Confused now. Okay, good morning everyone. Let's switch on our camera now and have a good group picture before start as your attendance. So I'll be checking your attendance once I've got your pictures before we start and before we end our class. Okay, let's switch on our camera. And to remind you, the your character grades also will be basing on how often do you turn on your camera. Okay, so that'll be an added points in your character grades if most of you become available in your webcam most of the time, and those who are turning off will have a lower grades with their character because they have points. No? You have to collect so many points in your character grades also. And at the count of 5, let's switch on our camera for now, and then 4. Look at yourself; should be in the middle of your screen. Okay, have to fasten my other button. And 3, look at the camera lens. Where is your camera lens? Look at those, not on your screen. 2, smile.